The India versus Pakistan game is one that's always bringing plenty of hype, plenty of excitement, not just among fans, but even amongst the cricketers themselves. And truth be told, it can sometimes inspire almost superhuman performances from players on either side of the border. Many fans would have been thinking that the Pakistan skipper Muhammad Rizwan would have been putting up a similar kind of performance today, but unfortunately his innings ended up becoming something of a cautionary tale and, truth be told, ended up triggering the collapse that led to Pakistan only putting 241 on the board in the first innings against India in their much anticipated clash that was taking place at the Dubai International Stadium. Now, why exactly is it that Rizwan's dismissal was so important? I mean, a little bit of context is necessary here. Pakistan had started the game well enough, but then lost two quick successive wickets when both Babar Azam and Imamul Haq ended up getting dismissed in back-to-back overs. Thereafter, there was a bit of a rebuild, you can say, which was on hand with Saud Shakil and Muhammad Rizwan needing to actually put their street smarts into play and ensure that they could survive what was clearly going to be a very, very tricky phase in this particular match. And if they had lost their wickets, it would have potentially opened the floodgates for India. Of course, both of them ended up accumulating runs, taking very little risk, but keeping the scoreboard ticking. And in doing so, they ended up blunting the Indian attack to a degree where they could actually start attacking them and then scoring boundaries. But then came Rizwan's absolute brain fade moment where he, for some reason, decided to charge down to an Akshar Patel delivery that was already in the slot, misread the line of the ball completely and ended up getting clean bowled to a classical wrong-un from Akshar Patel. Why was this such an important moment in the match? Well, because once Rizwan went, the floodgates kind of opened up. The batters thereafter got starts or there were cameos, most notably from the likes of Khushdeep Shah. But unfortunately, there was no real other major contribution. One can't help but feel that if Rizwan had to battle a longer, get a few more runs on the board, then Pakistan may very well have had a total of at least 270, 280 to defend rather than just 240, which may still prove to be a good target and a tricky target for sure, given that in Dubai it does become much more difficult to actually bat under lights. But it could have been so much more really if Rizwan had actually applied himself and not had an absolute brain fade. And it is interestingly contrasting because we always criticize certain Pakistan batters, namely the likes of Rizwan and Babar Azam, for not showing enough intent. In this case, though, you'd have to criticize Rizwan for showing a little too much intent, getting carried away, and potentially letting down his team and his country at a very, very crucial time. But what are your thoughts on Rizwan's dismissal? Do you think it was a game changer for India? You can let us know that in the comments below. And don't forget to stay tuned to Republic World and Republic Sport Fit for more such content from the world of sport.